This is the biggest story in the history of the United States. It's the biggest secret in the history of the United States. Bar none. Nothing comes close. Not the H-bomb, and I have a document to prove it. It says that.
That is the biggest secret.
Yes. That it was more tightly controlled than even the H-bomb being developed. I have that document.
Are you afraid for your life? Afraid for your life? Afraid for your life?
There were probably 1,500 reported cases at that time.
And they were going somewhere in the neighborhood of 11 to 14,000 miles an hour.
It just flew right over me.
They covered the distance from Columbus to Detroit in something like 20,000 miles an hour.
They have an unidentified flying object.
He told us we could not talk about this to anyone.
I didn't want to look at it any longer than that because I felt that my life was in jeopardy.
He said, "You are never to speak of this again. As far as you're concerned, this never happened."
My name is Dr. Stephen Greer. I am the director of the Disclosure Project, which is a project of the Center for the Study of Extraterrestrial Intelligence.
They estimated 100 yards from the left wing was this 100-foot disc.
So it would go from 1 o'clock, 7 or 8 miles to 6, 7 o'clock, 7 or 8 miles inside of 4 or 5 seconds. You have to be moving pretty quickly.
Once they started moving, they went straight up, for a while, and then they went zap.
Then it just sort of disappeared. It dematerialized.
We have identified over 400 military, intelligence, and corporate witnesses to special access projects within the United States and elsewhere that deal with UFOs, extraterrestrial intelligence, and advanced energy and propulsion systems.
While I was there, we saw living, dead bodies of entities that were not born on this planet.
3 or 5 extraterrestrial bodies, yes. One was alive, partially alive at the time that this happened, and I do not know what may have happened to him after that.
Measures have been taken by agencies to terminate people who appear to be inconvenient or troublesome through knowing too much.
You never saw this, and I don't exist, and this situation never happened.
We can establish now that we are not alone. It can be proven that there are technologies which could give us a new and sustainable civilization.
I've had a hell of a time after I've told this story, but I continue to tell the story because I think it's important for people to understand that this sort of shit goes on in the government.
If you're not willing to put your neck out for something this important, universal peace, interplanetary relations, new civilization that has no pollution, free energy, abundance for elimination of poverty in the world, if you're not willing to take a risk for that, you don't have a soul. I mean, you're not worthy of breathing the free air of Earth.
I believe God wants us known. I believe the cosmos wants us known.
It still bothers me that I've seen all this, I know all this, and I'm walking around like with the answer and nobody wants to ask the question.
There's no force on this planet that'll keep me from speaking the truth. They'll have to carry me out feet first in a coffin before I'll shut up about the truth here.
It's a truth that the entire world has to be informed about. And that truth is, man is not alone.